to What Arty Noobs for General Disturbance. This is the AMX ELC Biz. It's the Tier 5 French light tank. It's located on the north spawn of Siegfried Line, and this one is under the command of Prussian Joe of the ARG clan, and he's in platoon with 3rd Light of the Dell clan, and he's also in the AMX ELC Biz. And there he is. Game on! Well, both of them are carrying the 90mm main gun, and that's capable of doing 240 alpha with standard ammo, and the pen is 120mm. With the premium rounds, it's 150mm. He's in a tier 5 game only. Now, if he had HE rounds, it will be 320 alpha and 45mm of pen. He's making his way down carefully through the field, and the first enemy's been spotted. It's a VK3001H. Oh no, this is bad. We've got a couple of BT-42 Yakusotas. Now, if you know that one, it's a premium light tank with a 4.5-inch howitzer as its main armament. So it's a bit like a BT-7 Art, but with a much bigger gun. Almost, you might say, like the same gun from the FV304, and so it makes it very powerful. Well, his first shot's a direct hit, and it's a high roll for 251, but he did get spotted, so he's going to have to maneuver a bit to avoid getting shot at by the BT-42. It's more of a close-range weapon, the BT-42, so I don't think the guy's going to return fire. Now, you might be getting a case of deja vu with this replay, and the reason for that is that Prussian Joe sent this replay in to me a couple of days ago. Actually, it was on the Wednesday I received it in my email box, and last night Jingles, the Mighty Jingles, was looking around for a replay he could do in a rush, because he was playing on one of his World of Warcraft games, and he totally forgot that he had to get a replay done. So he found the first replay he had available, and it turned out to be an email from Prussian Joe. So he thought, oh, I'll do that one. And yes, so this has featured on the Mighty Jingles channel. And of course, I did wonder, should I actually go ahead and do this replay after Jingles has done it? Oh, that guy's running away. Trying to get a shot. Nicely aimed. Okay, so he took out the enemy BT-42, but there's still another enemy out there. That's his first kill of the game. In fact, there's the M4 Sherman. Can he get a shot to that guy? Yes, he does. Very good shooting. It's probably why he has 3 marks of excellence. He really does know how to handle this 90mm gun. So yes, I did and ah, should I actually do this replay if the Jingles has already done it? Well, I thought, well, I can't really let Prussian Joe down, because you see, I'd actually put this replay in my list ready to be done as soon as I finished a couple of replays that I was doing for a fingernail clipping. And there we can see 3rd Light. He's in the bush at the moment. And there's the enemy ELC in the distance. Now, we're aiming towards these guys. The enemy ELC is actually in sight and looking in this general direction. Oh, he takes out the BDR with 1 shot. Oh, and that's a round fire back at us. And, oh, he hit him with the ELC, got a shot in. And 1 round hit the tracks as well. It looks like there's 2 ELCs on the enemy team, and one of them actually fired at us and actually got a hit. In fact, there's only 1 ELC on the enemy team, and it appears that he's got the 75mm gun. That's why we got hit twice. He reloaded very quickly. The 90mm gun does take a little while to reload. By the book, it's 13.33 seconds. And we can see here that Prussian Joe's got it down to 13.15. So yes, I did and ah and say, should I actually do this replay? But then I said, well, he has sent it to me, and therefore I should do it. And of course, I can always point out that the Jingles has done it, so you can watch it from both different perspectives. And he takes out the KV-1 rushing towards the cap with a shot to the engine bay, but did he get spotted by that Stug 3? And here's the enemy ELC with a 75mm gun, and he takes him out with one shot. But we did get spotted that time. And unfortunately, we just lost third light. In his AMX ELC, he got taken out by the Stug. So now there's only three left on our team now. 2 Artys and, of course, Prussian Joe. And, oh, well, we just lost the Bishop, and the M41's out in the field. But here comes the T1. Sorry, it's a bit jittery, this replay. It may be my connection, actually. And the enemy M4 has actually found our M41. And we auto aim onto the T1, take him out. But the Stug is only a short distance away. And he puts one round into our rear. That's the 75mm round. And unfortunately, whilst we were doing that, the M41 on the enemy, on our team, has just been taken out by the M4. So now we're zigzagging for our life. And we got tracked there by the Stug. But we're still moving and trying to avoid fire from that Stug by throwing him off. And we got hit again. So now we're down to just 95, or is it 90, 96 hit points left. And we bounced around from the M4 Sherman's 75, was it 75mm? I think that was the 76mm gun, that one. Okay, so we've turned to face the enemy. There's the Stug. He's still too close. I think we're unspotted. But if we can get just over this hill, we might be able to shoot back at him. Okay, this looks right. Okay, so there's a rise in the ground between us and the enemy. There it is. And we've gone unspotted now because we haven't been seen for a while. There's the Stug. He's coming, looks like he's coming straight towards us. Okay, he's not coming towards us, he's actually changed angle. In fact, he's zigzagging now, trying to throw us off. We might have a chance here. Yes, he tags him for 214, which is a low roll. A very low roll. And the Stug now knows where we are, I'm sure of it. Almost loaded. Yes! Takes out the Stug, but we did get spotted that time, which means that the enemy Arty are probably going to lob a few rounds in our direction. Yes, I spoke so soon. And there's the enemy Bishop off to the distance over to the right. But over to our left is the M4 Sherman. So basically we're going right down the middle. We can see one of the rounds has actually hit the mantlet of the AMX. Okay, so somebody's capping, and it has to be the Bishop. It can't be anyone else. The Bishop that we spotted on this position here and shot at. He must be in the cap area. We're hoping we're going to spot him and take him out. But if we leave it long enough, we might be able to get a Defender medal as well. So he's just going to go up here and see if he can spot him. Nope, no joy. He's not there. Can't see him there, but he is in the cap. So we're going to change direction from where we approach him from. We're going to approach him from the east side of the map. He's going to be expecting us from the west. Okay, right up on the road. And there he is. He's been spotted. Okay, make this shot count. One shell goes in. He gets a high roll for 275. The Bishop's coming straight towards him. He can't see him. He's trying to get as close as he can to shotgun us. We're almost loaded. There he is. And he gets the kill and takes him out. Yes, this replay is very juddery. Okay, you can see another of the shells actually hit the rear of the turret there. Snuck in. Okay, so I think we're headed south to deal with that other bishop, or are we? No, I think we're not. Prussian Joe's got other ideas, and I think he's working on the basis the M4 Sherman's going to come after him. And there he is! He was right! So all he's got to do now is try and get a shot into this guy, reduce his hit points, and he does. But now he does have to make moves because, of course, the M4 wasn't killed with that shot, but he is a one-shot now for a 90mm. Now, Prussian Joe is too smart to let the guy think that he can get away with this, so what he's doing is going around to flank him. But that didn't work because the other guys flanked us. And, yeah, there he is. And auto aims on, shoots him once, and he's killed him, and that's his Radley Walters. So all he needs to do now is kill the bishop, and there he is. He's coming towards us. Okay, make this count. One shot in. It doesn't kill him. We need one more reload. I'm sure Prussian Joe is really enjoying this game. I love the way he's got an animal face on the front of his vehicle as well. It looks like an elephant, actually. Okay, he's going to try and sneak up on him on the flank. And there he is! Also aims on. And one shot wins the game and seals a brilliant victory. 1 against 4. And Prussian Joe won. Here's the end of battle stats, and that was an ace tanker game from Prussian Joe in the ARG clan in the AMX ELC biz. He managed to get a duelist for taking down 2 tanks who damaged him, as well as a fire for effect for doing more damage to the hit points of his own vehicle, and he got a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits in this one. He managed to get 6. He got a Radley Walters medal. He took out 8 enemy tanks. In fact, he took out 9 in the end, so he was 1 short of getting a Bulls medal in the end, but unfortunately, there just wasn't enough enemy tanks left to kill to get a Bulls medal. But he also got a Pescucci's medal for killing both enemy SPGs, both of the bishops, as well as a high caliber for dealing the most damage in the game, a Top Gun for getting at least 6 kills, and he got a tank sniper as well for getting the most damage at a distance of 300 meters or more. And on top of that, he got a Defender medal. He allowed that bishop to cap long enough so he gets 70 defense points at least in resetting the cap, and that earned him a Defender medal as well. His win rate was 39,054, which is super unicum and a lot higher. Far higher than most people would play the AMX ELC biz, but I guess that's why Prussian Joe has 3 marks of excellence on his barrel, and when you have to look at the page, you have to scroll it to see all the enemy targets that he actually hit during that game. So let's have a look at the team score and see what actually happened. Well, he got 3,144 hit points of damage. The next highest scorer was the bishop on his own team, who managed 2,131. So that guy must be a very good bishop player. The third highest damage turned out to be the other bishop on the enemy team. He got a Confederate and 1,404 hit points of damage. So very well played. If we look at our platoon mate, Third Light, 506 hit points of damage. He got a kill and 537 XP. But yes, it really was down to Prussian Joe with 9 kills, the highest number of kills in the game. 2 kills went to the bishop on his own team, and 2 kills also went to the AT2, the Stuttgart Aslains, he was trying to kill him, the M4 Sherman, and the VK3001H in that game. And when it came to base XP, he's got that one as well. So he's got the top in all 3 columns. And he's the only player to get over 1,000 base. He got 1,444. The second highest was the Bishop with 793. And third place went to the Churchill 3 with 673. he fired only 18 rounds in the game, but he got 16 direct hits and 16 penetrations, and some of those shots were insanely accurate, hitting a BT-42 on the move at full speed, running away from him, and he managed to lob that shell in and take out the guy on the run. 3,144 hit points of damage, of which 1,288 were at more than 300 meters. He received 6 hits from the enemy. Yeah, it's amazing that he was alive at the end of the game. 3 penetrations, 3 non-penetrations, and 1 hit by way of splash damage from one of the enemy RC. It was also very lucky that the AMX ELC was only using a 75mm gun, although he did get hit twice by that ELC. And one of them actually hit him in the tracks. The other one hit him and damaged his turret. And it was the Stug who was also trying to kill him, also firing a 75mm gun. And yes, he did get hits as well. 2 enemy vehicles were spotted in that game. 10 enemy vehicles damaged, 9 killed, and he got 340 hit points of damage assistance in the game as well, and 82 defense points when he took out the Bishop. On a premium account, he actually made a loss in this game, 55,768 credits, but that's mostly because he was firing with premium ammo most of the time, and of course he did get consumables costs as well out of that, so he obviously had to pay for his coffee and croissant, rather expensive. Did you go to Starbucks? Yes, no, probably not. But anyway, he actually did manage to spend a lot of money on ammo, and that's why his costs were quite high for that battle. But he did pick up 2,166 experience points out of that game with no multipliers at all. And that's amazing, you know, considering the fact that most games you'll see this sort of figure earned after getting a multiplier involved. But because his base XP was so high, yes, with the premium account, it really did boost him. So, an incredibly good battle. This is just a cute, harmless little ELC. Well, it's not when it's in the hands of Prussian Joe. He is absolutely deadly with this thing. And of course, once he's got a teammate who's also got one of these, then he goes into battle expecting to get a lot of kills. And he certainly did get them on this occasion. I hope you enjoyed that replay. I hope you watched the replay by Jingles as well to see the difference. I know Jingles actually, he got mistaken about the BT-42s, the Yakosota. He actually thought they were BT-47s. But I had this sneaking feeling, and I think I'm actually right about this, is that Jingles always makes a deliberate error in his videos. And that way people will comment on the video to actually say, oh, actually, Jingles, it's this or it's that. And of course, then by putting their comments in there, they spread the replay to other people. And so he's actually doing it on purpose. He says he's deliberately bad. I mean, he is actually, you know, terrible. But he's not really. He is actually very good. And the fact is that I think sometimes he puts these deliberate errors in and people correct him. And after all, that's what he wants. He wants people to comment on his videos so he can spread them to more. But it's an interesting game. And I'm sorry that I didn't get this replay done before Jingles did it. But yes, I couldn't let Prussian Joe down, and I obviously wanted to put it on our channel as well, and he did send it to me, and right up until the moment I saw Jingles' replay, I thought, oh no, it's the same video that I was about to do. And so, yes, I thought I would do it all the same, and that way Prussian Joe has it from 2 different directions. He'll get seen by the massive audience of the Mighty Jingles, and he'll get seen by the very small audience on What Arty Noobs. Hope you enjoyed that one. If you did, please give this video a like, and thank you for watching.